Importing a car into the US is a path to car ownership that Americans rarely consider. This is due to complex shipping, custom duties, long waits, and potential registration problems. However, in some states like Michigan, you can see quite unique Chinese origin cars on the roads, registered as golf carts or special equipment. So is it possible or not to bring an electric car from Alibaba auction to the US and pay 2 or 3 times less than what a similar car would cost in the American market? Today we'll try to figure this out. First, let's see what the Chinese electric car market has to offer. There are vehicles for every taste, ranging from very strange and dubious offers for $2,000 to $3,000 to quite attractive electric cars with modern design and very appealing prices. Of course, we are not looking at the Volkswagen ID4 or other cars available in the American market. Importing them makes no sense. You won't save money, but you'll definitely spend several months of your life to finalize such a purchase. But as for all these cheap and quirky electric cars costing a few $1,000s, why not? Here is an interesting option for $7,000, a small 5-door hatchback with a cute design from Leapmotor company. Or there is the Geely Panda for $5,000 to $6,000. The manufacturer claims it can travel up to 120 miles on a single charge and you can accelerate it up to 60 miles per hour. There are many such unusual options for $1,000 to $2,000 which you can buy just as a toy. At Alibaba Marketplace you'll find cars from well-known manufacturers like BYD or Geely, as well as very strange transport from unknown companies with no ratings or reviews. However, everything matches the stated price, so there is a buyer for every product. But let's return to the issue of shipping, registering and operating such a car in the US. So under President Trump's administration, a special tax of 27.5% was introduced on cars imported from China. This tax is intended to protect American manufacturers and level conditions on the international market, as China also imposes a similar tax on American cars. This means you should add more than a quarter to the price of the car. These are the custom duties you will need to pay upon receiving your purchase at a US port. As for shipping, this is also quite expensive. On average, a small electric car will cost you about $2,000 to deliver. This includes transportation within China to the port, loading, insurance, sea transportation, and unloading at the American port. Further costs include parking at the US port, other port services and transportation within the US. I think the average cost of shipping a small car from a Chinese factory to your home is about $2,500. For a normal-sized electric car, this tariff will be higher by $1,000 to $1,500. If you think that you can simply go to the DMV and register your newly purchased Chinese car, insurance it with an American insurance company, and then joyfully drive around the city, pleased with your excessively profitable purchase, you are mistaken. The DMV will not register your purchase as a car and will not allow you to operate such a vehicle on American roads. The exception is cars that can be registered as golf carts or some type of special equipment. In some states, again, like in Michigan, you can drive these kind of vehicles on the road. However, to be registered as a golf cart, the car must meet certain criteria. For example, in several states, its maximum speed must be only 25 miles per hour. Of course, the size and type of the vehicle will also play a significant role. What I'm trying to get at is this. If you import a car like the BYD Dolphin to the US and pay around $25,000 for it, including shipping and custom duties, you won't be able to register it in any way. It doesn't resemble a golf cart, and as a conventional vehicle, no one will register it for you. The reason is simple. The US government hasn't tested this vehicle and hasn't issued a license for its sale and operation in the US. You could use the car, for example, on your own ranch or off-road in some remote areas, but you will not be allowed to drive such electric cars on public roads in the US. If the police catch you on the road in any US state without registration and insurance, there is a very high chance for you to experience firsthand what life in American prisons is like. At the very least, you will be arrested for a certain period and the car will most likely be confiscated and scrapped as unfit for operation on public roads. In summary, if you need to haul small trailers around vineyards or ranches, a Chinese electric car for a few $1,000s looks like an interesting purchase. However, if you want to tempt fate and try to register such a car for road use, don't even start. You will invest a lot of money and still won't be able to achieve your goal. By the way, this applies not only to electric cars from China. Any car imported into the US must be officially licensed by the government before you can get license plates for it. The only exceptions are retro cars that are valued as exhibits or are rare and expensive models.